So I don't know if y'all heard, but there was recently some hullabaloo in an African braiding salon because prior to this black American woman coming, the price that they agreed upon was $200. But after they finished her hair, they tried to up it to 250. Like, right? But anyway, the black American woman refused to pay the extra $50. She gave them the $200 that they agreed upon and was like, yeah, y'all out your minds, right? And the African women attacked her. Like, one of them grabbed her by her hair, and she said she has a bald spot now, right? And they attacked her, and they were literally holding her hostage, right? And well, as a black American who gets my hair braided on a regular basis, I just figured I would weigh in on this topic. Now, if you watch my videos, then you know that I stay with some braids, I stay with some twists, whatever, and I have never gotten my hair done by Africans. And I will tell you the truth on where that stems from. Well, first of all, I'm from Detroit. We don't really have a lot of Africans here, okay? Now, there got to be some because I've seen one or two African hair braiding salons. And let me be clear, before y'all come in the comments, like, Africa is a continent with 54 countries, so and so tribes. The salons literally be called African braiding. That's the crazy thing. Like you look at the salon, it be called like Fatu's African braiding salon. Then you get on the internet and you be like, oh yeah, so and so went to the African braiding salon. Then you get inundated with comments. Whoa, African. Whoa, what type of African? I don't know, bitch. Ask Fatu. She the one who said it's a motherfucking African braiding salon. She didn't say the motherfucking Mandinka braiding salon, bitch. She said African. Like, what the hell you talking about, right? But y'all just full of shit. But anyway. Like I said, there's not a lot of Africans in Detroit, so you would have to go out your way to go to an African braiding salon. Like, just statistically, if you go to a random person, they're more than likely not going to be African, right? But then I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Oh, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. When I think I was in ninth grade or 10th grade. I think I might have been in 10th grade, right? But I had a friend. She was black American, but she was Muslim, right? And I'm assuming that's why she knew Africans, because the rest of us didn't know no Africans or nothing, right? But, ooh, y'all, one day she came to school on a Monday. Like, she got her hair braided over the weekend. Y'all, when I tell y'all them braids, first of all, like, they weren't even, like, clearly parted. Like, look at my hair. You see there's clear parts and divisions, right? Like, it was like they just dug in her head and started braiding, okay? Then, like, some of them was up here, some of them was back here. We was like, what the hell? Like, child, they was a mess. And then, y'all, when she took them braids down, her edges was back there. Like, we was like, oh my goodness, right? And when she first came with them braids, we was like, what the hell, why your braids look like that? And she was like, oh, I went to the Africans. And at the time, we didn't know what that meant. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Like, growing up in Detroit, like, and you know, it's different now that social media is big and people are exposed to people who are from all different places and stuff, right? But when I was growing up, there was no social media. There was no social media. There was no concept of talking to people on the other side of the world, really, right? Like, growing up, you kind of just knew what was around you, right? So growing up, we didn't really like know that Africans existed. As crazy as that like, it sounds crazy, but let me try to word it right? Because, you know, at some point we learned about slavery. Oh, you know, ancestors taken from Africa type, you know. But it's like, I guess growing up in Detroit where all of the black people were black American, we were not aware of the differences in black people. It never really clicked to us, oh, that person is African, that person is Caribbean. Like, my own best friend is Caribbean, and nobody at school was like, oh, that girl is Caribbean. Like, nobody talked about that. Nobody, you know, like, it just was not a thing. It really wasn't. Growing up, there was not this concept of, oh, this type of black, like now I see y'all really repping y'all set, you know, like y'all be having like, oh, African Day, wearing y'all clothes and shit to school. Y'all wasn't doing that growing up, because looking back, like when I looked at my yearbook as an adult, there were a couple of African names. So I realized there were a couple of African kids who went to my school, but they didn't talk about being African. They were never wearing no African garb or nothing. That was not a thing when I was growing up, right? In fact, matter of fact, when I went to college, oh, yo, there was this black girl in my lab. And still, I was a freshman. I still was not really, aware of the different types of black people, right? But y'all, oh, when I tell y'all, she looked down one day and her braids were sticking up directly off the top of her head. And I was just like, how the fuck do you even do that? Like, I was literally looking at her confused. Because mind you, I can't braid my damn self. But I couldn't force myself to braid that bad. The braids, they might not lay perfectly flat. But they ain't finna just be like, whoosh. Like, huh? I remember I was looking at her like, what the fuck? But now looking back, I know she was African. And that adds some insight to the story. I ain't trying to be rude. I ain't trying to be funny. But again, I'm from Detroit where most of the braiders are black. So you'd have to go out your way to find an African person to braid your hair. And then this is the reality. And y'all finna be mad. Oh, y'all finna be mad about it. But black Americans are the best braiders. And y'all finna be like, what? Braid started in Africa. Okay, clearly we the ones who started them bitches before we left. And we took all the secrets to braiding with us. Because if you compare how y'all braiding in Africa without black American influence to our braids, Chile, why would I want that on my head? Like, let's be so fucking for real with ourselves, right? And again, like I said, I know y'all gonna be mad, but this is the reality, right? Y'all don't come over here doing African braids. Nobody would patronize your business with that shit, right? No, y'all come over here, y'all study the black American hairstyles, y'all learn how to braid like us, and then maybe some black Americans are like, oh, okay, let me go to the Africans, right? Now, to be fair, that's kind of the case with everything. If you go somewhere, when in Rome, you do as the Romans do, right? Like, if I moved, like, honestly, when you travel anywhere, right? For example, let's take Chinese food. In America, Chinese food is Americanized, right? In Guyana, when I went to Guyana, the Chinese food is Guyanaized, and it ain't good. They got like these little nasty little green vegetables. I forget what they call it. Like, but that's, that shit they like in Guyana. So they changed the Chinese food to fit into the Guyanese palate, because when in Rome, do as the Romans do. You trying to get money from them people, right? So it makes sense that, Africans come here and they study black American braiding styles, because that's going to largely be their customer base, right? But like I said, look at them braids in Africa. Like, let's be so for real with ourselves. It's not even like y'all. It's not even like I look at them braids and I be like, oh, okay, like that's different, like type bit of, like I get out of try. No, y'all shit be Chile. He'll be falling off the bone, and not in a good way. I'm be honest with y'all, and like I said, y'all finna be mad. Y'all finna be like, oh yeah, we invented braids. I beg to differ, cause like something about the fact that y'all niggas still can't braid to this day, that that made me think we invented them braids. And like I said, we took the secrets to braiding with us when we busted up out of that bitch. Because no fucking way, like no way. I'm sorry, it just is what it is. Sorry. I'm gonna be so honest with y'all, that is the unfortunate reality. And let's be real, black Americans are not looking to Africans for the latest styles and fashions, but Africans are looking to us for the best ways to do their hair and to dress and to so and so and so. And it's honestly not even just Africans. The entire world is looking to us for that. Like, child, it's white bitches in bonnets now. Let's be so for real. But that's my point. I don't see the point of getting my hair done by people who are trying to learn how to do it like me when I can just get it done by one of us to begin with, but whatever. Let me get to my next point, right? Whether the immigrant is African or East Asian or Chaldean or Indian or whatever, right? These people don't give a fuck about you. They set up their businesses in your neighborhood so they can take your money, and that's it. And don't get me wrong. I ain't mad that somebody trying to make business moves, right? But what confuses me is how you got a business in my neighborhood, but you hate me though. Like, you can't at least like try to be nice, pretend to, care about me a little bit. No, these people literally hate us and have no issue showing it. And for some reason, we still patronizing their asses. Like, I'll be honest, sometimes it's harder than other times to not patronize these people. For example, with the gas stations, they all owned by Chaldeans and Indians and stuff, right? It's very hard to support black-owned gas stations because it's like, it might be like, I need gas right now, right? Do I really have the time or patience, or can I even make it to the other side of the city to go to the one black-owned gas station, right? Like, so something like that is a little bit harder. It does take a lot more intent, right? If you're going to be like, okay, I'm only going to the black-owned gas station, let me, go there once a week at this time. I know it's on the other side of the city, but I'm going to make that trip, whatever, right? That takes a bit more intention, right? Some of this shit don't take intention at all. It really don't. Because, like, you went out your way to find some Africans who braid. You could have easily went to a black American, right? Y'all be going to the Chinese restaurant. Go anywhere else. Go home and cook. Do whatever. Y'all, like, some of this shit, again, does not take that much effort. And y'all still refuse to do it. And these people literally hate us. You wanna know the other thing? The other thing is the fact that them African bitches wouldn't have laid a pinky on a white bitch. That's the other thing, right? If they agreed to $200 payment with a white bitch, they wouldn't even try to add an extra $50 on with her. First of all, plain blank, period. But then let's pretend they did, right? You really think if she was like, nah, I'm not paying y'all an extra $50, where that come from? They would have laid their hands on her. Like, let's be so motherfucking for real with ourselves. That would not have motherfucking happened, right? And let's take it a step further. The white bitch could have cheated them out their money. She could have been like, oh, we agreed on 200. I'm only gonna get your ass 150. Guess what? They still wouldn't have touched that bitch because, quite frankly, they fucking know better. And that's the thing about me. Like, me personally, on a personal level, right? I don't like when a bitch play in my face. I really don't. That's like my least favorite thing because, bitch, you got your hands in my hair, and they better be lucky they had a good grip on her hair. Ooh, they better be lucky because, child, like, okay, yeah, if you got a good grip in somebody's hair and they can't move, yeah, it's steep. I would have beat them bitches all the way back to the motherfucking Gold Coast. Bitch, are you serious? Like, oh my God, this shit just got on my nerves, actually, right? I swear, I can't stand when a bitch play in my face. So you got the audacity to play with me like this because I'm Black American, right? But you're not going to play with a white bitch like that. Like, the hell? Now, my other thing is this. I'm confused because I'm not an immigrant, but just from the perspective of somebody who travels, so I go to other people's countries, right? If I'm in somebody else's country, I'm going to try my damnedest to stay out of any altercations, right? Like, I'm going to really try to diffuse any situation that arises because I'm in your country and they can send me back packing, right? And again, that's from the traveler's perspective. That's from the perspective of someone who's going back home in a few days anyway, right? Just off the fact that, okay, I'm supposed to be here till Friday. I don't want to get into no fight, get sent home on Tuesday. I done wasted time. I done wasted money. My trip, is deaded now. Like, that's from that perspective. You actually trying to live here for however long into the foreseeable future, right? And the most intelligent thing that you could come up with was this? I'm confused because it wouldn't even, like, now don't get me wrong. You still be getting deported if like the Black American woman had tried to actually scam y'all. If y'all had really agreed on 250 and she only gave you 200, right, and you attacked her, well, still that's not a normal response to what is going on here, right? But at least you would have had a little bit of like ground to stand on and been like, oh, like, she really did steal from us. Or, if the Black American woman hit you first and then you hit her back or whatever, that would make more sense. But y'all literally tried to steal from her, right? And then when she said no, y'all physically assaulted her, and you think that that's going to go well? Like, you think that was a good idea, bitch? Like, you barely have a foot in the door of the country, right? Like, you probably, I don't know how it works, bitch, you probably barely got a green card or something. You probably waiting to meet with the motherfucking whoever officers to get your citizenship, whatever, bitch, right? You barely got a foot in the door of this bitch, and this is your most intelligent way of acting. This is how you show the immigration people, yes, I should have a U.S. citizenship. I should be able to stay here. This bitch, no, you can head back to where the fuck ever, bitch, because, like, what the hell? We got enough American crazies. We don't need nobody else raggedy ass riffraff crazy. And that's the other thing. You hold up. Wait a second, right? Because y'all love to swear. Y'all love to swear that y'all are the Black model minorities and shit, right? Like, y'all just come over here and go to college and become doctors and so and so and so. But why I keep seeing raggedy riffraff roughneck shit from y'all? If that is the case, that don't make no sense, bitch. Like, huh? Matter of fact, why these hoes not med school? Because, like, y'all swear every single one of y'all come over here to be a doctor and that's it. And that Black Americans are violent and ghetto and so and so and so. And y'all is just childs of white Jesus and y'all the best acting people in the world. Bitch, let me see your motherfucking schedule for classes. Because y'all insist that all of y'all come over here. And, like, matter of fact, man, where did I live at? I wasn't living in Detroit. I was living somewhere outside of Detroit. Not even Metro Detroit either, right? Like, I was actually, like, in the bumblefuck nowhere area, right? And it used to be this African man working at Walmart, right? So one day I go up to him because y'all know I be socially experimenting, right? Or maybe he came up to me. I don't know. I might have went up to him though. But I asked him, I was like, oh, are you something, something, something? And I told him, I was like, yeah, I'm Nigerian. My parents are from Nigeria, but I'm not from there. And as soon as I said that, he just opened up, right? Like, he just told me his whole fucking life story. But I was thinking to myself, nigga, why you working at Walmart? Because according to y'all, every African come over here and immediately becomes a doctor or a fucking aerospace engineer, bitch. I don't fucking know, so what you doing in Walmart? Every time I see an African working some random ass job, like, I seen one guy, he was like Somalian, but he was like the front desk dude for the hospital, right? I'm like, shit, if I post about you on YouTube, they be like, oh, that's his night job. He actually part-time a doctor. He just worked the desk at night, so and so and so. Y'all just full of shit. And that's my thing. Now, don't get me wrong. Hold up, right? Because my point is not to generalize anybody. Because, y'all, some of the other regions of Africa were offended. They were like, those are West Africans. Like, we wouldn't act like that. I mean, if you say so, right? So my point, I'm not generalizing Africans. My point is this, though. Let me make my point clear. Y'all are human. Y'all are not perfect. Bitch, your shit stink too. Like, y'all are not perfect. That is what I'm saying. There are some of y'all who come over here and go to medical school and become doctors. And some of y'all is raggedy roughneck bitches in the braiding salon laying hands on people, right? The point is y'all are not fucking perfect. And I'm tired of y'all pretending that y'all are and pretending that Black Americans are just the scum of the earth. Like, yo, I'm not going to hold y'all though. Y'all, look. Y'all got white people level like PR, cause white people are the same way. White people will deny any negative thing about themselves and pretend that they're fucking perfect. And Africans are the same way. Y'all got some good ass fucking PR, but it's like, damn, bitches, the shit falls apart when anybody meets you, bitches. Same with white people. Like, white people swear, oh, Black people so violent and we so and so and so. Then every other day, one of y'all is shooting up the wife, the dog, the kids, and committing suicide after all these familial murder suicides and shit. It's like, again, y'all have good ass PR, but it immediately falls apart when anybody fucking meets you. Because, like, bitch, again, y'all are not fucking perfect by any fucking means.